Hi guys, so I'm doing a lap band update video. It's like 1 in the morning right now, 1:30 in the morning. I just got home from a night out with friends and I just was inspired to make a video. So today is December 26th. Merry Christmas to all of you who celebrate. I had a good time with my family and my friends for Christmas. We're Jewish, but we still celebrate it as a family time. So, my stats, let's see, for those of you who are new to my YouTube channel, my name's Lauren. Hi, welcome. And I started my lap band journey back in 2014 in May. And I weighed in at 321 in the beginning, and today I weighed in at 214. So that's 107 pounds lost. So my goal is 174. Still have a ways to go, but definitely on the right track. So I just wanted to show you guys a present that I got for Christmas from my mom, which a lot of times, like for Christmas, my mom will say, like, what do you want? And I'll give her a list of ideas. And then she always has some kind of things that she picks out for me. And this is something that, she knows all about my journey. Obviously, I live with my parents. And she bought me this really nice bracelet. And I love this quote. I love it. And I've seen it before, but anyway, I'll show you. So it says, she believed she could, so she did. And I just find that's to be such an inspiring quote because I really think that if you put your mind to anything, you can do it. If you ever told me back when I started this journey that I would lose 107 pounds, I would have been like, wow, I don't know how I did that, how I could do that, But really, like, if you believe you can do it, then I think you can do it. Another one of my favorite quotes that really inspired me last winter, when I started Zumba and got into the Zumba craze, was "If not now, when?" There's a song on an Incubus CD, for those of you who know who that is. One of my favorite bands, and they have a song and it talks about, like, if not now, when? And it's true, because with dieting and with losing weight and things like that, we always say we'll start tomorrow or we'll start Monday. And, I'm definitely no stranger to that. So I'm not perfect, but I try and live by the philosophy that life is short and that you don't know how many tomorrows you'll have. And you could take that both two ways. One way could be, well, I might as well eat whatever I want and not worry about food and all that. Or you could take it that I want to be the best person and the best version of me that I can be. So that's kind of the philosophy I'm living by now. And, I think it's a good way to live. I think it's really, it's refreshing. My life has changed in so many ways from having the lap band surgery, and it's given me more confidence. And I still, when it comes to dating, I haven't dated in a year. Nothing, zilch, nada. And I've been so focused on myself and my 3-year-old daughter, she's almost 3 years old, that I haven't had time and I haven't really been looking. But also, my standards have changed so much. Like, just going on an online dating website and I think about, like, what do I want? What kind of person do I want? And I made a list of my perfect person. That has changed so much just from losing weight and gaining confidence and gaining a new perspective on life, of what I deserve and what I want and what I need, and not having to settle and knowing that I don't have to settle, and knowing it's okay to be alone because this person alone lost 107 pounds, and I've run 4 or 5Ks now, and just stuff like that I never thought I would be doing. So I think that I'm in a good place with my weight loss journey, and I'm very happy with where I am. And I think that you have to stay motivated. And I was just talking to one of my friends who didn't have weight loss surgery, and like we were talking about the ups and downs of losing weight and how it's so hard to stick to. And I said, honestly, I couldn't have done it without the lap band. I didn't do it without the lap band. I tried. I joined Weight Watchers about 25 times. I joined the gym over the years, on and off. And, I've tried the fad diets. Like, I've tried everything, just like most of you have as well. And they don't work. They're not realistic. You know, I think Weight Watchers is really good because it's a realistic program, but I just never stuck to it. I got bored with it. I didn't think the meetings were good. I didn't have a reason to do it. And I couldn't see past all of the weight that I had to lose. I had such a large number of pounds to lose. So Lap Band allows me to feel uncomfortable eating certain foods, which sounds really bad, but for me is a really good thing because I can't physically stop myself from eating certain things, and having the Lap Band, you don't know what it's like until you have it. Sometimes it can be painful when you eat those foods that you're not supposed to eat, but for the most part, it's just very uncomfortable and you don't want to feel that sensation again. And sometimes you'll do it and you'll be like, I'll just chew really slow and really small bites of this piece of pizza or whatever it is, and then you'll regret it later. And sometimes it goes down okay. One night I had 2 pieces of pizza and I was fine. But lately I feel like my Lap Band has been not allowing me to eat those things, which is good, which is why I think I'm at 214 now. 214, that just sounds really surreal because I couldn't imagine like getting under 200 to me is just like, the untouchable thing. Like, it's not going to happen. But I'm getting close, and I think it's a reality now for me. So I'm just kind of babbling. But those are just a couple things that were on my mind, and without the Lap Band, I would not have been able to accomplish this. I didn't have the motivation. I didn't have the physical ability to stop eating those things, which now I do. I have something in me that physically makes me uncomfortable when I eat those things. It's almost like a shock collar for a dog or something. It's like you try something, you get a shock, don't like it, feels uncomfortable, don't want to try it again. Might try it again because you're stupid. A little while later, it'll shock you again. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that, and that's a weird comparison, but that's like the only thing I can think of to compare it to, because it's just something that physically makes you not able to eat those things, and you don't want to eat them. Yes, I still crave them if they're in front of my face. I'm like, oh my God, that looks so good. But I've been trained to know what that feels like to eat that piece of pizza. I'm at the right amount of fills. I'm at the right spot with my Lap Band, and it just sort of happened over time that I got to that spot, and everyone's like, where's your sweet spot and how do you know? And with me, it just sort of happened. It wasn't like I got a fill and I was like, that's it. That's my sweet spot. For me, it was more like just over time, I've realized like, okay, I'm at my sweet spot because it's restricting the amount I eat, and I'm able to now have those things in my house that previously I wasn't able to have, So yeah, those are my little tidbits for tonight. But yeah, 214, I'm getting there. Coming from 321, a size 26. I went to Old Navy the other day and bought a size 18 pair of pants, and it's exciting, My goal is a size 14. Ultimate goal is 12, but my real goal, I'd be happy with a 14. And that's only 2 sizes away. So I think that's pretty cool. And I'm feeling really accomplished with where I am. And I believed that I could, so I did. So, again, I couldn't have done it without weight loss surgery. That's just me. Some people can do it on their own. I do follow a couple people on YouTube that have done it on their own. But for me, I couldn't do it. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think that it's one of the hardest things to do in life for an overweight person is to try and lose weight. And it's, that's why they have weight loss surgery. So it's not for everybody. I understand that. And I definitely, wouldn't push it on anybody. And I would say research it and all that, because it does change your life. Like the other day, some lady came in and she was like, oh, you got weight. How'd you lose all that weight? And I told her, and she was like, oh, I want to get weight loss surgery. And my coworker was like, yeah, but she also has a lot of restrictions and she can't do this and can't do that. But I almost wanted to be like, yeah, but it was easy. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to be like, yeah, I have all these restrictions, but I don't even think about that. I think about the good things, and I think about like how much I've changed and where I am today, and how people see me, and how I am with my child, and so it's just like I didn't even think of that. It wasn't like I'm not like, oh yeah, but it's a lot of work. I'm like, yep, I had weight loss surgery and I feel great and it's been great, so again, I'm only a year and a half out. I know there's long-term things that people experience, but for me, this was the way to go. So I'm very glad that I did this. Okay, I will update soon.